Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana Midday.
Welcome to NewsLink Indiana Midday. I'm Emma Matlock. Ukrainian officials say Russia is using attacks to take out civilian heating infrastructure as temperatures start to drop. Ukraine wants allies to provide better air defense systems, and those decisions could be up for discussion in Washington today. Amy Kiley reports.
A lot of things are happening on that front, on the war front with Ukraine and Russia.
President Donald Trump is promising news about the war in Ukraine soon as NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte visits Washington today. The two are meeting at the White House. The trip comes as Trump appears to be backing off plans to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin in the near future.
I don't want to have a wasted meeting. I don't want to have a waste of time, so I'll see what happens.
The idea for such a bilateral talk stems from Trump and Putin's phone call last Thursday. That's the day before Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky came to the White House. He says Trump turned down his request for Tomahawk missiles capable of striking Moscow. Zelensky says of the Russians, quote, as soon as the issue of long-range capabilities for Ukraine became less immediate, their interest in diplomacy faded. Some observers agree that the battlefield and negotiating table are connected.
I do think we can change Putin's calculus, that he will realize that the price he has to pay to control Ukraine is too high.
Also today, Rutte is speaking with members of the Senate NATO Observer Group. Their chamber is considering a bipartisan bill to impose new sanctions on Russia.
It's time to provide the president with the tools that he needs so that he can negotiate this out.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
A Charlie Kirk Memorial in Utah Valley University has brought on protests from students. Avery Klonowski reports.
Tuesday, Utah Valley University students met in the courtyard.
We're out here because we want to, protest any sort of Charlie Kirk memorial.
People at the protest told me they're worried a memorial will cause a divide.
For one thing, it's going to get vandalized. Like, there's no way it's not. And it's going to just re-traumatize a bunch of people.
UVU has two petitions, one for an on-campus memorial with more than 21,000 signatures.
I'm 100% in support of a memorial for him. Unfortunately, UVU now has a legacy of blood.
Michael Holmes saw the shooting on campus on September 10th. He feels strongly about seeing a piece of Kirk's legacy in Orem.
So I think that a memorial is the least that they can do. It would show people that even if we don't agree, UVU is not going to condone murder, and they're going to mourn with those that mourn, and they're going to show respect to someone who is trying to create peaceful dialogue in between two groups.
The other petition opposes an on-campus memorial with more than 15,000 signatures.
We don't want his likeness on campus. We don't want his likeness sort of immortalized. And we don't want tourists here. We don't want like random people that aren't students on campus walking around.
Abigail Woods, who participated in Tuesday's protest, feels other things can be done.
A memorial for unity would be great. Something like we were talking about like therapy dogs on campus would be great.
The Campus Memorial Committee has a form on their website for people to contribute their ideas.
So show and express, what they would want to see. So we think it's a really good resource for that.
An arson at a Georgia daycare caught on camera. Now fire investigators are trying to figure out who set the blaze just days before the daycare was due to open. Darren Moore has the story.
Overnight, firefighters and arson investigators from Rockdale County were at the Star Kids Academy 2 on Highway 20 in Conyers. The owner of the daycare said surveillance cameras caught someone running towards the building with a red gas can.
They took some type of metal piece and they broke in through the window, the back window. They unlocked the door and they came through with gasoline and went from the end of the hallway to the top of the hallway and lit the building on fire.
Keisha Archer showed us someone inside the building pouring a liquid substance on the floor.
The building not only is vandalized, it's caught on fire.
Archer said 8 months ago, before she was set to open the daycare, someone flooded the place.
They came through the back. They busted out all the toilets. The building had just been completely renovated. and they flooded out our building.
Archer said investigators have the video and they're working to find the suspect.
I'm praying that this person is caught. I'm going to give a reward if someone could give us some type of lead and assistance for who did this.
Investigators are asking for anyone who recognizes a person in the video to please give the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office a call. It's definitely a product that is abundant on a dairy farm, cow poop. Now researchers at the University of Vermont are working on technology to transform cow manure into a cleaner burning fuel. The method could offer an alternative to current methane production systems. Currently about 15 Vermont farms called anaerobic digesters to convert manure to methane gas, which the farms then use to power equipment or sell as renewable natural gas. But methane is a potent greenhouse gas that many environmentalists want to produce less of. The researchers are working to build a photoreactor to turn the cow manure into something greener. They say when completed, the reactor should interrupt an anaerobic digester's manure processing, turning it into propane rather than methane. Experts say in addition to having a reduced environmental footprint, propane is also easier to transport. The project is funded by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Let's take a look at today's NewsLink Indiana weather. These are the conditions right now. It's 47 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Expect a cool, cloudy day today with a high in the mid-50s. Things will warm up a bit in the 7-day forecast. High temperatures will be back in the 60s for the weekend, and the next significant chance of rain comes early next week. Toys R Us is attempting a comeback ahead of the holiday season. The nostalgic toy retailer has announced it will open more than 30 new stores across the United States. 8 of those will be permanent flagship stores, and more than 20 will be temporary seasonal shops. Toys R Us closed more than 700 stores after filing for bankruptcy in 2017, and by 2018, it opened up a flagship location in Minnesota's Mall of America in 2023, which remains open. Halloween is just about a week away, and for one local Muncie family, they are carrying a community tradition. NewsLink Indiana's Ava Lenz has the story.
From a farm that has been a Southside staple for over 60 years to serving 1,000 bags of candy per Halloween season, the Rum family had one vision in mind when it came to their annual haunted house. For Sharon Rum, Halloween has been her favorite holiday, and living on a busy road with a lack of sidewalks took away the opportunity to get trick-or-treaters. So she decided to make a family-friendly haunted house to create a welcoming environment for children.
I like to teach the smaller children that you can have spooky fun without being scared to death, okay? So that when they go into the big ones, then they know it's all fake. Nothing to it.
Over the years, the Rum family has had new themes for their haunted house. With the help of their volunteers, they have been able to bring back generations of families and to make their haunted house a haunted home.
It really is just a community experience that not many places have. Like, it's a family business kind of thing. It's their own personal farm. They do it out of the kindness of their heart.
The Rum family's dedication to their haunted house has brought many people traveling from far away to participate in the fun.
They buy the candy all themselves. Like, everything is them. And it really is just amazing to see people appreciate it and people come by and just have some Halloween fun.
The Rum family hopes to keep their spooky tradition alive in the upcoming Halloween seasons. In Muncie, Ava Lenz, NewsLink, Indiana.
The Rum family's Little Spooky Train will be open every Friday and Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. And that's your NewsLink webcast for today. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to join us tonight at 6:57 on Ball State PBS. And for news anytime, anywhere, go to cardinalmediabsu.com.